Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again. It's your monthly tarot readings for July 2021. And remember, this is going to be for your North Node by sign and house. So not your sun sign, moon, or ascendant, but your North Node by sign and house. And those of you that subscribe know that the reason I do the North Node by sign and house as opposed to the sun, moon, or ascendant is because it's much more applicable to your real life, because it's recognized in astrology that the North Node is your soul path. It's what you came here to do and accomplish. So again, if you're unfamiliar with your North Node and want to know more about it and how it applies, there's going to be some links in the description box below. But yeah, let's get started. This is going to be your tarot reading for July 2021 for everybody with their North Node in Leo and or the 5th house. So I'm going to connect to the energies and then we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread over on this side of the table is for the first half of the month, so from the 1st to the 15th, and then this spread represents the 16th to the end of the month. So really interesting month that I'm picking up for you North Nodes in Leo and or the 5th house is, first and foremost, the overall theme for this month is balance and equilibrium. And what I'm getting is that that's going to play out in different arenas and areas of all of your lives a little bit differently. So it could be, balancing and juggling finances or financial matters. It could be balancing your life as far as work and play and recreation. It could, or work and family life, or, and so this is the whole kind of theme that's going to play out for this month. And I feel like actually throughout the summer, that's going to be a theme. Now, the really interesting thing that I'm seeing for you for the first half of the month is I am seeing for a lot of you, like a huge breakthrough and realization. Like it's almost like what's coming out of the dark or becoming, enlightened about something. And this could play out, as I always say, like in different areas, but it's like that. It's like an aha moment. It's like I finally see what it is about a situation that I need to see. Like I said, it's like coming out of the dark. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be coming out of some fears that you have. Okay, so it could be like overcoming, like I'm getting like mental stress and fears. Okay, and where this is where this is playing out is you really want to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, both physically, mentally, emotionally, all those things. Really kind of nurturing yourself. It also could be something to where, like, I'm getting a big thing for you to, for this month, to take this aha moment that's either has happened in the recent past or is going to happen this first half of the month, and really like pause and reflect on where it is you want to go, because I feel a lot of you have been charging forward fast, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Okay. And so this is the time where that's why this balancing is coming out. It's getting you to, when we see the need to balance something in our lives, it gets us a lot of times to pause and say, okay, how do I need to navigate this whole thing? Okay. And so that's kind of what I'm getting for you, a lot of you. But I do see these breakthroughs. I think that a lot of there's like some emotional stagnation that's going to start to, leave you. And, interesting thing is too, you've got this in this card for where energies are going and heading, this strength card reversed. And this is about, you going on that Leo 5th house path, okay, in whatever way you need to do that for your particular soul path. And that's what's kind of dictate, like, wherever you are in your path, how this is going to play out. But the themes are, as I said, balancing things in your life, everything from finances to work for this first half. I see breakthroughs. Make sure that you are able to slow down a bit and nurture yourself. That is part of, the Leo 5th house energy. If ever, most people can relate to, they've seen lion prides on these, wildlife shows, and how, the lions take a lot of time to nurture themselves. They spend a lot of time with the family, with the pride. Okay. They're able to, they work, and they have this balance between, recreation, work, nurturing, and all that. I mean, you see, they're one of the most, when you see a lion pride in action, when they're together, you can just see nurturing from, the lionesses with the cubs, the male lions with the cubs a lot of times, you know what I mean? And they're always rubbing up on each other. So that's this nurturing. That is part of the Leo energy, being able to allow yourself to be nurtured by others and be, nurturing to others. But really making sure that you yourself are able to, accept that. Now, moving on to the second half of the month, some things I want you to be aware of is, if you have any sort of legal type things going on, I feel like there is going to be a good outcome, as long as ultimately whatever you are fighting for is on the side of justice. Because, like, let's be honest, like, there's lots of times when we, not only in a court case, but just in life, we choose a position. And deep down inside, we chose a position for whatever reason why we chose it. But we know deep down inside that ultimately, it's not right. Or sometimes we know absolutely, like, we're right about this, and even sometimes when we say, though, that we're right about this, we're on the right, it's really more like, well, I want to win, and not so much like I know in my heart of hearts, in my bones, that I am right. Okay. So I feel like if any sort of things are going on where, and this could not only like legal matters, but also things in your work life, at home, that some sort of justice needs to happen. I feel like it is going to happen, as long as, and it's going to be positive to you, as long as I said, it's in alignment with what is truly for your highest good and everyone else's highest good. So, and the other thing too that I'm really getting for you is this second half of the month, make sure you're really vigilant and watch out for signs, messages, things that are going to come. It could come from a third party in relation to something else, or it could come, just keep your eyes and ears open to things, because I feel like a lot of you are being like push toward your, optimal timeline, and you're going to be getting a lot of clues and messages. I also feel like that any sort of financial, you know, bubbles or bumps in the road that might be happening, or things, I think that they are going to start to work themselves out the second half of the month. And that's kind of one of the things you want to be like vigilant for, is like, maybe taking a new approach. Also, I feel like, whether it's like succeeding in life in some way, like through your work, there's going to be opportunities there, or in taking like a new path. So just be aware of that. But really, essentially, like these two cards here are telling me the Two of Wands reversed, which is about planning and perspective and, looking toward your future. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting thing about both these cards, both of the people in this card are holding spheres. One's holding a pentacle and one's holding a representation of the world. What I'm getting for you is make sure that, especially the second half of the month, that you are really staying in the present moment. Don't spend a lot of time thinking or, wondering about the past, and the same with the future. Okay. Work on, plans and things that you want for the future, but spend the majority of your time in the present moment. Because as we all know, okay, the present moment is all we ever have. And it's where all our power lies, is in the present moment. That you can't do anything about the past. You can't do anything about the future other than what you can do in the present moment. So that's a big thing. And I really feel like where, you're headed with all of this is, remember, okay, you got the Queen of Wands. She is a queen of fire. And if you are, no matter what gender you are, sometimes a male or female or any gender could get either the King or Queen of Wands, because the polarity of, yin and yang, okay, play out in everything in the world. Okay. So don't get hung up on the gender on this, but what the Queen of Wands represents is this confident, feminine energy. Wands also represent all the fire signs, which includes Leo. Okay. And this is someone who is confident, who's able to use her energy correctly, her mind correctly. Someone who is in control of their world. Okay. And the interesting thing too is these two cards here, as I said, the Two of Wands, the person is holding a representation of the world. And here in the Page of Pentacles, the person is holding a sphere, a pentacle. Okay. And think of the fact that, what you want to do is, if we want to become rulers of our world, think of your sphere around you. Okay, you have your personal energy space. Then within that sphere, a little bit larger, you have all of your close family members, loved ones, and friends. Okay, and then, work sphere, and then it goes out into people. Okay, but the most important, sphere of influence you have is in your energy field. Okay, and the key for you always to remember is to become the king, queen, ruler of your personal sphere, your realm. You have to pay attention to that first. You don't go outside your kingdom. Oh, my power is over there, or my, luck, or my good fortune is over there, and my future's over there. It starts right in that sphere. And that's why this is saying, like, stay in that, like, present, moment. When you can do that, as above, so below, as within, so without. Okay, so we start from within and work our way out. So I hope this reading resonated with you and that you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and spending some time with me. Much appreciation. And remember, if you'd like a personal reading, personal consultation, there'll be a link in the description box below. And just want to say thank you so much, and we'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.